Hey, friends, this is Dave. You're on the Dave M channel. Thank you once again for joining me. We just had, 3 days of Mission Soul, so we're going to break into something I wanted to get to. Pardon me. And we're going to go back 9 years. Well, the posting was 9 years ago. To SORAMIMI. This group has a few members that some of you may recognize, and some of you probably already know from the name of the band. But without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to this and see if we can pick them out. Here we go. 2016. Oh! How cool. Oh! Juna. How amazing. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. First, seeing Tamu. And right here, I believe, one of the most not talked about bassists, junaserita. Absolutely cool. And Uni, I don't know much about Uni. Is it Uni or Uni? I don't know. Uni or Uni. I don't know, but some of you will help me. I don't know much about, and I could be forgetting too. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know, but maybe some of you can capture my mind. But just there's a song, "Smoke on the Water." It is a song everybody plays. Everybody. It's the first one you learn, and you learn it wrong when you're first learning guitar. But there's a part in that song, and see if I can catch it right here. Coming up. Not yet. Right here. Right. Bass. The bass run. When I first heard this song, I went, this is why I want to play bass guitar. The drum hits that, the snare, and the bass is just boom, 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 boom. It's just a nice driving, to me, that just brings me back to playing that song. Oh my, that was cool to see. Now remember, this is 2016. That's 10 years ago. Oh, to see these, and I think nobody talks about Juna that much. I think she's one of the, I was mentioned her, she was mentioned to me, I think back when I reviewed Waka Zion a long time ago. And after seeing somebody in the comments had mentioned if you want to see another great bass player, and they gave me two names. One is she just goes out and plays with her drummer. That's it, her whole show. And I've listened to her, and it's absolutely wonderful. And the name's not coming to my head right now, but I'm sure you guys will remind me. But they also gave me Juna's name, and I just go searched her, and oh my goodness. And I personally don't talk about her enough. In fact, on that list of, I think on one of my posts where I have the bass players, she should be one of them in there, because she's just up there with, and that's why I say, I hate those lists. Well, I hate the word hate. I don't care for those, who's the best, and you give 5 names. Because those are just there. Those are just done to start conversations. They're conversation starters. I mean, I could come up and say, who's better? And I don't want to do that because, man, there's reasons why you see these names going around the top and the bottom of my screen. There's something about each one of these bands that just makes you want to go, oh, man, at least to me, makes me go, man, I love these guys and gals. But she is one heck of a bass player. Her and Tamu together, That was really cool to hear. I remember back in the day, my drummer and I, Jim Gerard, and myself, we would just be down in his basement, and we would just be playing bass and drums, coming up with different grooves and beats, and just so cool stuff. Man, that was fun. Those were fun times to do that. And I played with some pretty good drummers in my life, Teddy Racino, Mark Hinkleman, and Jimmy Gerard, Joseph Trapepi, Louis Severino, just some really good drummers that I got to play with from my hood. Nobody big famous. Tom Spinazzola too. Rest your soul, rest in peace. Oh my, just some really cool drummers and stuff. And to do what Tamu and Juna were doing there, that's just so fun. And what a very cool guitarist. Very cool. And I don't know much about her. Maybe I do, and I'm just forgetting. Maybe she's in a band now that I've reviewed, and I just don't remember. But what a great bass player. What a great bass player, man. Gotta love her. And Tamu, just as her look here is so, it's so cool. That's 10 years ago. Oh, God love them all. Look at her. She's still got that cool smile. She's just so fun. What a drummer she is. And this is why oh man, I can't wait to meet this lady. All right, my friends. I can ramble on. I'm going to ramble on, and I don't want to ramble too much. I do that a lot when my videos get too long. All right, my friends, let's talk about this one in there. What did you like about it? Who's some of your favorite bass players? We know I know my favorites, and I have a list. It's a list. It's not and they're favorites because I can't pick one of my best favorites. But who are some of your favorite bass players? And how about drummers too? Because she's one of my favorite drummers there, right there. There she is. And I've got a list of them too. Oh boy. All right, my friends, let's talk about it in the comments. And again, down here, and answer me this too. If I did a buy me a coffee thing, because Dave M's got to make some cash here. He doesn't have a steady income anymore. But if I were to do a buy me a coffee thing where every now and then somebody wanted to, they could do that. If I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't like to do that to my. You guys are my friends, so I don't need that. So, anyways, let's talk about this. We'll go in the comments, talk about your favorite bass players and why, and your favorite drummers. Why? I could tell you why. Tamu is just Tamu, when she's playing, she has the facial expressions. She'll come out with that big smile, and sometimes you could see her face just makes it look like she's having so much fun. She's getting ready to be emotional, maybe even breaking down in some fun tears, because she's just so into what she's doing. It's really cool to see, and I like watching her play because she has those facial expressions. And in this, from Nemophila's DVD from thing, there's one song in here that they do that is so cool, how they do the stage presentation on it. And I wish I could play it. I'll try to. I got my piece of equipment in, But these manufacturers are pretty smart on how they copyright stuff. So, all right, my friends, as I say, let's talk about it in the comments, your favorites. And why? What's the reasoning behind those? And if somebody can fill me in on, is it Uni or Uni, the guitarist? Let me know what about that. So, as I always say, until the next one, my friends, have a great day.